All right. Just chill. We're going to see. I be forgetting that this part is recorded. All right. It's popping up. Maybe this part is not recorded. Okay. Just smiling. Good job. Oh, it was recording. All right.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to IEP I Expect Progress. And today we're going to talk a little bit about the separation of church and state. For those of you who are teachers, I'm sure you have experienced this. And for those of you who are parents, I'm sure if you haven't experienced it yet, one of these days your children will probably come to you and say, hey, one of my friends brought a Bible, and I don't know what to do with that. So that's kind of what we're going to be discussing today. So at my particular school, we have something called the Good News Club. And the Good News Club basically is a club where we talk about Jesus and, we read scriptures and all of that. And so a long time ago, there were some laws that were put in place to where kids weren't allowed to openly and freely express themselves with their religion. Okay. But if you were Muslim, and you had to pray 5 times a day, you were entitled to do that. But if you were a Christian, you were not allowed to pray in front of, others. So this club that I am a part of, they actually went to the Supreme Court, and they had a 3-year lawsuit and eventually won the lawsuit. And the lawsuit basically alleged that okay, this is what happened. So Good News Club wanted to go to another school to do, their club, and they were denied it. And so they took it to the Supreme Court, and the argument was that Good News Club was being denied their free speech rights under the First Amendment, right? So some may argue, because they're a religious institution, what business do they have being in the schools, right? But as a personal teacher, students who don't have morals struggle academically, and whether you're a Christian or not, the Bible does teach good practical morals. And I know for my own particular students, in my class, if I have some students that have severe behaviors, I'll say, you know what? Maybe you need to hop on Good News Club on Thursdays at 4 o'clock because, your behavior is, out of this world, and if you have questions about God or something, come to class and we'll talk about it. Come to Good News Club and we'll talk about it, and some students really do need an outlet, outside of school to say, hey, I'm struggling with this. I'm struggling with anxiety. I'm struggling with depression, what can I do with that? And as a regular teacher, usually we have, go to the school counselor, we have people for that. But sometimes, it's a heart thing. And sometimes, it's a God thing. So I personally, push for there to be church, in schools, because I've seen, drastic improvements in a lot of my students' behavior just from coming to our Good News Clubs. But I want to hear some more facts or some more ideas from the other ladies.
Wow, I really like that. That's a very cool idea that your school has. So I'm in a new school this year. I don't think we have any clubs right now because we literally just opened up today for everybody to come back. But I grew up in, I guess, what's considered the Bible Belt. And I don't remember a time where we necessarily prayed in school. And I did not know that there was a time where like certain religions were able to and others were not. And I do feel like I agree with what Charity said. I feel like everything honestly is from the heart. Like what you're doing, your morals, how you behave in school, and not just how you behave in school, but how you treat others and how you treat yourself. Because I had to have that conversation with my students the other day. There's so many videos out there about like kindness towards others and this towards others, which is beautiful and amazing and important. But what about towards yourself? And I think that's where a lot of our, like, the basis for most religions comes from. Like, loving that higher being and knowing that higher being wants you to love yourself, because higher being, God, loves you as well. So it's like doing all of that and knowing all of those things. I think it's really important, because just with anything in school, everything is not just about being right there in school. Like, everything's a life lesson, something for life, which includes being kind to others, telling the truth, really important things like that, which I'm just gonna say it. It's interesting because I don't feel like those are morals that this country upholds very well. And I think that starting in schools with morals like that would be great, because other generations are coming up and they're seeing people who are politicians and people who are given power by other human beings, which is a whole nother topic, who don't treat others with respect, don't have good morals, and that's not something good. It's not a good role model for them. So I love the fact that you all have a club like that, and they're able to see other teachers who are going, other students who are going, seeing how they're doing. It just, I think it makes the world a better place to have kindness and love in your school.
So when I was in school, I remember a time where we used to pray before we would go and eat breakfast. I remember when Miss Jean, she was a teacher back in North Carolina that I had when I was a little girl, and she would tell us, we're about to get in line for lunch. If we got in line for to go to PE, or if we got in line to go to music or art or just to transition anywhere, it would be chaos. But if we knew that we were about to pray and go to lunch, you could not tell me that every single child in that line didn't believe in a higher being, because we all acted a certain way. We would sing quietly, we would bow our heads. We gave her the utmost respect at that very moment. So I feel like the separation of church and state, I understand the idea because we are supposed to be a nation of unity. But I truly feel that if we are able to talk about uh, our higher being and your higher being, okay, they might have different names. To me, there's one God, and I feel that maybe He has a different name for everyone, and maybe everyone in that group follows that same God, and they just maybe not realize it. It's just like if you have a membership at Cato's, and Cato's is just like It's Fashion, but you think that you only have a credit card at Cato's, but in reality you have a credit card at Metropolitan It's Fashion, you have regular It's Fashion, and you have Cato's. So I mean, I feel like it's all leading up to one thing, one religion, but it's just it's differently for different folks. You got some people that just don't want to believe in the same thing that other people believe in just because of the color of their skin. So how great of a God that we have to say, well, you know what, it's okay, I will represent this community, and I represent this color, and I represent this belief. That's how I feel that my God works. So I feel that we should, even if we don't say God, even if we don't say the Lord, even though I hate that, but even if we don't say that, we still have to be able to teach morals. I feel like with us taking away church from state, there's no morals. So of course you're going to have people running up on the Capitol building ready to kill somebody. Of course you're going to have people killing people on the streets. You're going to have police officers killing men on the street, whether they're innocent or guilty. It's just, I feel like that if they truly still stood by what this nation is supposed to stand for, right? It says one nation under God. Don't say who's God, but it says under God. I believe that God is God. So one nation under God, no matter what, we should all be able to follow the commandments. I don't care if you believe, if you're a Muslim or if you're a Christian. It's all the same. You want to love one another. You're supposed to treat one another the right way. I don't believe that there's a religion that says to do people wrong. I don't believe there's a religion that says kill people. I don't believe there's a religion that say to steal from your neighbor. I don't believe there's a religion that says disrespect your parents. So I really believe that when they took the church or they took religion, they took away morals. And how are we supposed to teach these children citizenship and how to be good leaders of our nation and how to be the generation that our children have to follow if we can't even sit there and explain why you should treat others the way that you should? Just saying, because I want you to be a good citizen. Little Tyrone is going to say, a good citizen, but I got cousins that they don't have to be a good citizen. They do what they want, and they out in these streets and they doing what they need to do to survive. So how can we teach someone saying you need to be a good citizen when you see citizens killing other citizens, when you see citizens spitting on other citizens, mistreating children? I feel like once you took that out and you took prayer out of schools, now look what we got. Look what's going on now. So, I mean, to me, I feel like we still need prayer. And I'm still the one that will say, I'm praying for you and I don't mind because this is supposed to be the nation of the free and I'm supposed to have freedom of my religion. And so if I decide to say a prayer, can nobody get mad? If your child want to say a prayer, he can. If he needs to go over in the corner and pray, he can. I don't disrespect nobody. I don't knock anybody's religion. So I feel like we should openly have that open. Why can't children know about religion? Why? What is that going to do? As you see, children don't know about religion, and what are they doing? They're shooting up the schools. They're killing grandparents. They're raping brothers and sisters. They're stealing money. They ain't even homeless, and they stealing. You're not hungry. You're stealing. Why are kids out here stealing when their parents is making well enough money in food stamps, which I wish I had, and they out here stealing for what? Your mom gets about $600 worth of food stamps. What you want, some Skittles? Come on now. I feel like if we had more pray, if we had a way to be able to express religion, or even to just share religion, we're sharing cultures. Why can't we share religion? So that's all I have to say about that. Let me check. Hello, Miss Nellie, ladies. Miss Nellie Johnson, one of our faithful followers, said, "Good evening, ladies." Hello, Miss Nellie. How are you doing? We want to thank all of you for tuning in tonight. We know it was very short, but we still wanted to get out there and just be able to, touch these hot topics. We hope that you guys are looking forward to more videos coming from us soon. I hope you checked out our two new videos that were recently posted. If you have any topics that you need us to cover, any questions, if you have a situation and you want us to talk about it, we could keep you anonymous and we will talk about it. We will discuss it. If you have your child's school things that you want to talk about, we got you. If you need tips to be able to help your child with building their reading skills, we got you. If you need math help, we got you. Everything you need is in the house at I Expect Progress. We thank you all for joining us this evening, and it was awesome. Would you ladies have anything you would like to share? No? All right, guys. Be on the lookout for our t-shirts that are coming soon. Have a great night. Yes, I really enjoyed it. Oh, thank you, Miss Nellie. She said she really enjoyed it. We'll see you soon. Catch us next Monday. Bye.